Good night. So, I was thinking about doing another video on the subject of the psychological torture and the method. I think it's an important subject, and I postponed this video for a long time because, as I've said several times, this is such a disgusting issue. It will be so uncomfortable to me to actually speak about it. Because really, of all the subject, this is really so disgusting. The Soviet, I call it the Soviet, even though it's undergone many, local changes, local adaptations, Israeli adaptations. It's of the psychological torture, and I know that it's important to speak about it because, it's one of the main weapons of the Israeli intelligence, if not the main weapon, and it's used, it's certainly used like in gigantic scale and for many decades, and so this should be, and for the most horrible intent. So it should be elaborated as much as I can, and I can speak about it quite a bit, even for hours. But it's so disgusting. So I will postpone it again to tomorrow or the day after. We shall see. But I promise that until this, the latest this weekend, I will do like one or a series of videos on this subject, the psychological torture, the method of the Israeli intelligence. It's so low. They use some they use high tech modern high tech technology, stuff to enhance the method, but at its core it's so disgusting and so low tech and barbaric. Anyway, we'll speak about it tomorrow or so. It was a long day because I've shopping and walking and rearranging the room and cleaning the room. So now this is the new. Now it looks like that. And this of course is the new air condition. איך נפלת הלל בן שחר? How have you fallen, Lucifer? Because only when you have a simple thing like air conditioning in your room and you come to remember that it's so long it's so long since I've slept in a room with air condition. And it's so basic stuff, certainly in Israel, but anywhere in the developed world, but certainly in Israel. I don't know how to pass this. I hate the heat. I don't mind walking, but just sleeping in a very hot room. So I bought an air conditioner, portable one, which means that it's more expensive than non-portable and a little bit more noisy, but taking into account the situation, so I had to buy a portable one. So this is the thing. Pretty noisy, and I don't like the noise, but this is a blessed noise. I remember that in high school when we were taught so I studied a little bit of Arabic in Arabic in junior high, just a little bit, and unfortunately I do not remember almost nothing, but I do remember that the teacher, she was young actually, she was very young, and I remember that she told us that there is a proverb in Arabic that they say that during Ramadan, so when you fast, you don't have a good smell out of your mouth, or in Ramadan, it's 1 month of fasting, so it's like a proverb that it's that you have a bad breath during the day hours because you fast, but it's it's a good smell because it's for the fast, it's for the holy command. So at the same vein, I should say that I really dislike noise. I hate noise, and this is, I can't stand Israel because it's such a noisy, it's maybe the more noisiest country, and I don't like any kind of noise. I hate noise. But if there is one noise that I'm that I mean my mind is like wired to forgive. Like I mean, it's the noise of air condition. Like because I mean it's annoying, but I mean it's such a blessed effect of like I mean keeping the room cool. So I mean yeah, I can like my mind can forgive this noise, and like even though it's gonna be probably it's going to be all day and all night, but I mean yeah, I mean now I can live. This was much more important than actually the freezer for the Neros, which is always something that I want to buy. So I have a little bit of money because my mother bought like 2 paintings. If anyone else want to buy paintings, and I mean when you have some money, I mean so yeah, I mean I need money. I'm not like a holy like a robot that that lives like from the air. So I definitely need money, and like so if someone wants to buy the paintings for a good price, I mean I have many. There's several dozens, and so if someone wants to buy the paintings, I really, I mean, I can send them anywhere you want. I mean, they are all like, I mean, it's all canvas, but with oil or acrylic or both of them, but it's like it's rolled canvas, so it's no problem at all to send it wherever, and it's not like with frame. So, and really, I mean, I can use some money. When you have some money and you buy things like air conditioner. I mean, it's so basic, but I've lived like a pig for so long. I mean, that's what they've done to me, the Israelis. They wanted me to be their slave, and they've done everything that they can to happen. I definitely need money. So you can ask, I mean, why not you produce like diamond rings and gold? So as I said, the problem with these things is that it's a huge incentive for the scumbags in Israel to take it from me and to put me in jail, which already happened. So I mean, it's not like a theoretical scenario that I should fear from, because it already happened and it will certainly happen again. So I'm really reluctant to do it. I will continue with in the next couple of days. I mean, hopefully I will continue with the research, and but again, more likely I will try to produce silicone huge mosquitoes or huge snakes, or like the creature from Tremors. I really like the movie Tremors. I want to see it again. It was many years since I've seen it, and I remember that I really liked this movie. So Tremors, yeah, Tremors, yeah. I mean, so this thing. I mean, the great thing with the Neros that I'm sure that they can create anything. Like I mean, if they only have proper design. I mean, you could ask. I mean, can they create like the face hugger from Alien? So I would say, hopefully not, but most probably yes. I mean, just the problem is that they need the design. Like they need, like I mean, it's not enough just to show it like the movie, because the design it's more like something. It should be like something feasible, as like most science fiction like creatures, and certainly from Hollywood and certainly from the like Alien franchise, are not really feasible, but. I mean, things like, but the guy like from Tremors, I think it's totally feasible to actually create one of these. And I mean, starting small, this one is pretty huge. It's not as huge as the dune worms, which, arguably can also be created. There are several scientific papers, or, pseudo-scientific papers on the matter. Probably Mars is better, location for such creatures, which of course will not be carbon-based, but we already know that why should it be carbon-based? Probably Mars is the better place for such creatures like the dune worms, but I think that the Tremors creatures could definitely be something that you could start maybe in smaller scale, but start even in Israel. Why not actually? So maybe I will do it. This idea is much more charming to me than more gold and diamonds for the Shabak. But I do need money, so selling the paintings is really something that I would like to do, because I definitely need money. So it was a long day. Maybe I'll go to sleep now, and tomorrow we'll continue with the various projects.